Again, I want to introduce Alan Pastrana of Pastrana Unlimited. He is one of our judges here for the Ultimate Airbrush competition, and ultimately he made a decision to help this gentleman, Ryan Townsend, win first place. Alan, you just came back from Colombia. I know it's been a really busy year, and thank you so much for giving up your time and energy for this. It's been in a good cause. Tell us a little bit about your trip.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to judge some really incredible artwork. And I mean, it was an honor just to see all the submissions come in, all the attention. And in the process, I just got back from Bogota, Colombia, and let me tell you, it was really incredible. The level of airbrushing and artistry that's out there, it's really top notch. I would have to say they're probably just as good as the folks here in the United States, if not even better. And the reason for that is because the passion and the lack of resources makes them work that much even harder. I mean, of course, folks here have passion too, but when you're lacking in resources and you're lacking in economics and pretty much overall, you know, where to get this information from, it forces you to just kind of, you know, improvise and be innovative and creative for that matter, and come up with ways of getting things done. The event that I was invited to was the second airbrush encounter of Colombian airbrush artists. ACA is what it's called. And I'll practice my Spanish a little bit, right? Yeah, and it was also put up also in conjunction with the School of Arts and Letters, which will translate in Spanish, Escuela de Artes y Letras. Both of them put up this event and invited 4 international artists, Jonathan Panthaleon, Gerald Mendez, Jose San Juan, and myself, Alan Pastrana. All 4 of us went down to go teach airbrushing seminars. And it was great. The response that we got, you know, the School of Artes y Letras gave us a gracious, they were gracious hosts. Anything we needed was available to us. They took us all over the place, fed us very well. The attention was just incredible. So, and the folks of ACA, Colombian Airbrush Artists, very talented people, very passionate people. They were very gracious. They were big fans and huge hearts and big artists. I mean, I was just very moved, and they're organizing the 3rd event already for next year. That's how much of a success that it was. And so we're gonna do it even bigger and better for next year. I already talked to the folks of Iwata. They're on board, anything we need. I know you guys will definitely be covering it because you can't miss that. You know, Createx will definitely be there. You know, they were there this year, and you know, we used their paints, Wicked Paints, and the paint worked phenomenal. And you know, I can't thank the folks there, folks like Edgar Diaz, who is the owner of the School of Arts and Letters. Also Diego Saleta, who put the event together. If it wasn't for him, probably nothing would have ever happened. You know, his wife, Yurani Romero, was a big, you know, mover and shaker in this event. And also our gracious host, Stephanie Suarez, you know, really helped us out a lot. Anything we needed, you know, was available. And I can't tell you how great it was to be there. And myself being of Colombian descent, you know, I was born and raised in New York City, but my parents are from Bogota, Colombia. So that was one of the main reasons why they wanted me down there. I speak the language, and it felt really good. I felt honored to be there. It felt great to give back a little bit, especially to folks that are lacking, like I said, in resources, and really look up to you and want to learn, want to be great airbrush artists, and want to be where we're at today. So what we want to do is we want to, you know, go back down there and bring, you know, a little bit of what we have going on here, and, you know, show to the people of Colombia or all of Latin America that, listen, you know, this can be done over there too. And then, you know, in return, you know, maybe bring some folks down here and, you know, expand this, you know, make it bigger and better all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, that sounds fantastic. How's your home doing with the storm?
Well, luckily Connecticut didn't get hit as hard. I'm assuming, you know, I was in Bogota, so I really didn't find out about this till I got down here. and we just totally bypassed the whole situation. But my wife and kids are doing very well. They lost power for like about 6 hours, but everything has been turned back on. And I guess it's New York and New Jersey that has been hit the hardest. So I know some folks couldn't make it out here, like Javier Soto. You know, he wanted to be down here. I'm sure he worked really hard to get stuff prepared, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. And but yeah, we're doing okay, man. You know, glad to be here at SEMA. You know, this is probably my 4th or 5th SEMA, I'm not sure. Every time I come down here, it's a big special event. I see all of these great artists, you know, Craig Frazier, Shannon, Steve Driscoll, just to name a few. I just met Fido today for the first time, one of my idols, a guy that I really look up to, you know, great artist. And, you know, it's a great place to come here and network. It's a great place to, you know, showcase your art if you want to get discovered. It's a great place to shoot a show,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
It's a great place to, you know, just come down and look at some incredible cars and some of the products and, you know, custom paint. You know, House of Color is here. We got Iwata here. You know, folks from, you know, different brands, different companies. It's just, you know, an amazing place to check all of this stuff out. And it's right here in Vegas, and it's the best in the world, SEMA.
No, this is the place to see the best and the brightest in the airbrush business.
And not to mention, you know, the Circle Bar at the Hard Rock afterwards, right? Kick back a little bit, you know, hit some of the parties, you know. You can never leave that behind, right?
Well, welcome back to the States, Alan. I'm really glad to have you, and we hope to have you again on Ultimate Brush Off.
I just want to say one last thing before I sign off here. Usually when I come down to this show, I would always run into a really good friend of mine who's not here with us today. His name is Jamie Rodriguez, and he just recently passed on. And I can't tell you how deeply it has hurt the airbrush community. And, you know, I hope him and his family are doing well. And, you know, I just feel that this show is just a little less empty now. Or, you know, just with him not being here, it's just kind of weird. It's hard to put into words how, you know, it makes me feel, or anyone that knew Jamie was a real kind-hearted and amazing airbrush artist. So I just want to end this with saying, Jamie, you know, we all love you, and, you know, I hope him and his family, I mean, his wife and his family are doing okay, okay?
Our condolences to Jamie's family.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Alan.
Talk to you. Thank you very much.
Again,
all
thanks
right.
so much.
Yes.
Now go get your hamburger.
Oh, yeah.